This video is dedicated to my friend Ronald Richards. Ronald, this one's for you, honey. Ronald inspired me with his post on Twitter to do a deep dive on this topic because he believed that Erika had turned in the wrong earrings, and he talked about it. And I said, let me look into that. I really, I'm so grateful. Thank you, Ronald. Okay, so let me break it down now for you guys, because this is going to blow your goddamn mind. So the thing about these beauties is they're not the earrings that Erika Jayne Girardi was supposed to turn in. Yeah. See how they're starting at $190,000 and they're going all the way up to $350,000 in bid that they're hoping to achieve. But see, the problem is when you look at the GIA certificate of these earrings, which Erika Jayne Girardi turned in, they don't match the sales receipt that Tom Girardi got. Huh? What? So I'm going to show you the receipts today and then tell you what I So in pure Dana Wilkie fashion, we're going to cut right through the crap and get into it. This is the invoice that Thomas Girardi received from M&M Jewelry, okay? And it's very interesting because it says it's to Tom, obviously, that shows a check number 15847 written on it, that it was paid. It was ordered on March 2nd, 07, and it was purchased in July 19th, 07. And if you read it, let me make it bigger for you. It says, ladies handcrafted 18 karat white gold, round brilliant cut diamonds, micro pave, set stud earrings, centering two princess cut diamonds. Princess cut diamonds are 7.09 and 7.02 carats. Look at this, though. Look at this. It says, with a VVS2H clarity and color, and that they come, the two big diamonds in these studs, with two GIA certificates for each diamond, 137580043 and 1335563, special order, need ASAP, 250,000 buckaroonies. Paid with check 15847. Okay, so here's check 15847 as cited in that invoice for $750,000, wrote to M&M from Girardi Keys. Look at that. See that sucker right there? So indeed, Tom Girardi paid $750,000 from Girardi Keys to M&M for the earrings as described in that invoice, okay? You can even take a look at the date on it, March 2nd, 2007. It matches the invoice. So another issue here is that obviously there were GIA certificates that were mentioned in that invoice that were reflective of the description of the diamonds that were purchased by Tom for $750,000. And those GIA certificates would have matched what was handwritten in that invoice, okay? So the $750,000 question is, why didn't Moran Auctioneers just order the GIA certificates that were mentioned in the invoice? Well, I know the reason, because they didn't match the earrings. All right, it's Christmas. Let's be generous. Erika Jayne Girardi gets out of Dodge, just like she describes it in the show. She just picks up and leaves. Tom keeps the GIA certificates that go with the earrings. And so Erika, as she's leaving, grabs a bunch of jewelry, doesn't have the records behind them. And let's say that Tom Girardi's brother, although I don't know why, wouldn't give them to her because it was her property. So don't know why Tom Girardi's brother, who is controlling everything because Tom Girardi is in an Alzheimer's home or even at home, but under his brother's care, can't get the GIA certificates, can't find them, whatever. They're somewhere, we don't know where. Let's just put that aside and assume that's what happened. Moran auctioneers can't sell those diamond earrings without them being GIA certificated again, because they are the proof the diamond is what it is. So either the Trustee or Moran auctioneers had to pay GIA to evaluate Erika's earrings again. But the problem is that when they get the GIA certificate back, it doesn't match what's in the invoice. Okay? Which makes no sense. One second. Let me back up in case you're not familiar with something. So you just don't buy diamonds without GIA certificates with them, because you may get a diamond that's fake or something wrong with it that you didn't know. The GIA actually legitimizes diamonds, period, the end. This is what it officially says on their website. A tradition of science and education established in 1931. The GIA is the world's foremost authority on diamonds, colored stones, and pearls. It's a public benefit, nonprofit institute. GIA is the leading source of knowledge, standards, and education in gems and jewelry. So you know me, you guys. I go a little deep, and I was very confused as to why they felt the need to do new GIA certificates for the diamonds that Erika Jane Girardi turned in, if they already had GIA certificates, because GIA keeps a copy of those reports handy in case you happen to buy a diamond that lost the GIA certificate and you want to get it back. Here is where you look it up on the website. It says report check, and you put in the number there. See that? Look up a report, and it pulls up the old report specifications. So imagine my surprise when I did that. And the GIA certificates that were pulled up indeed are the ones that go with Tom Girardi's invoice and earrings, but don't match the GIA certificates specifications for the ones the Trustee is selling through Moran. Okay, so notice that I was able to pull up on GIA's website 133-55563 as cited in the invoice issued on April 27, 2004. It says that it is a square modified brilliant. It gives measurements. It says 7.02 carats. It's a color grade H and a VVS2, which matches the invoice. Now, this is the other GIA report that they said went missing, that was mentioned in the invoice that Tom Girardi received when he bought the $750,000 earrings. This report says 137-58043, just like we read on the invoice. It says square modified brilliant. It's 7.09 carats. It's H. It's VVS2, right? Okay. So this is the correct earring, diamond in one of the earrings. So Moran auctioneers posted the GIA certificates that they got from the GIA. And as you can see, this one has a number on it that's different than the other one. I'm going to show you a close-up of it. This is one of the stones. So whatever earrings that Erika sent in, these earrings, okay, are only 6.5 carats, are color grade G, and are clarity grade VS1. These are completely different earrings. Diamonds. Here's the other certificate that they procured on the other stone. Again, there's the number for this from the website, that this is the GI certificate that Moran got on the other stone. This stone is also doesn't match the one that Tom originally got. Now, this one's even smaller. This one's 6.01 carats, color G, VS2. Okay? These are completely different stones in every sense. Size, color, clarity, everything that defines a diamond. These are different stones than the ones that Tom Girardi bought for $750,000. So what does this mean? It means that Erika Jane Girardi did not turn in the earrings that were bought for $750,000. She turned in a worse quality color, clarity, and smaller stoned earrings. So where are the $750,000 Tom Girardi earrings? Where are those earrings? because they weren't turned into the trustee. And that's the bottom line. And Moran should not be putting that invoice as part of these earrings being sold at auction on behalf of the trustee for Erika Jane Girardi, because that invoice does not represent anything related to these earrings that they're selling. Okay? So it's misrepresentation because they're not the same earrings. So I have a few thoughts on this if you guys want to listen. So I have 3 theories on this, and these are strictly my opinion. I will say that. Theory number 1, a dark theory. Erika Jane Girardi has a $750,000 earrings, didn't expect Moran to get a GIA certificate when they auctioned these off, and turned in a lesser pair of earrings to try to keep the better pair. That's horrific. I have no proof of that. Completely, movie making stuff, but that's what I think. That's fiction. It could be a total fiction, but that's one possibility. The other possibility is that she made a mistake. Ronald Richards believes that she made a mistake. He thinks that she accidentally gave the wrong earrings because maybe she was like, these are the biggest diamond earrings I've got and they look pretty close to 7 carats. So I thought these were it and I'm innocent. And that's exactly, why the only other theory that could happen is that there was some sort of, inappropriate relationship between M&M Jewelers and Tom Girardi. And he was using them to get like less quality jewelry to get, and pay them overpriced for it for some reason. I mean, Christopher Kamen did that with construction workers. I'm certainly not saying M&M was involved in something like that, but, that's the only other alternative. Right? Because I doubt highly that M&M offering the invoice and the certificates and all of that are going to send him the wrong pair of diamonds for Erika Jane Girardi to wear and receive. So I believe that there would have to be something like real sinister happening there, kind of like what Christopher Kamen was doing. I mean, that's obviously very speculative. And I went into more depth about that theory in the Patreon in my bonus audio on Tuesday. But that's where I'll leave it here. So I read this to you because some of you may say, well, the earrings were robbed. What if they were replaced with a different pair and it wasn't the right thing or whatever? No, because we know that side of the story from Tom Girardi's letter to the Franchise Tax Board, which I'm going to read to you now, just so you're 100% sure what I'm saying is correct. Here's the date, July 6, 2012. This is written to Miss Zinzu Franchise Tax Board. It's Thomas V. and Erika N. Girardi for 2007. Okay. Account number, blah, blah. All right. Dear Miss Zhu, the following facts are true. Our home was broken into in 2007. We were away for a 3-day weekend. When we got back, the house had been totally ransacked. Every drawer was opened. Everything was pulled from the shelves. It was truly a mess. Investigators told us that they were searching for a safe. They indicated this is a typical plan that break-in people do. They look for evidence that no one is home and bypass the alarm by smashing through windows instead of dislodging doors. The windows were smashed. That was the point of entry of the thieves. The house is a very large one and is valued at approximately $20 million. The alarm system was bypassed by the thieves. Can you believe he thought the house was worth $20 million and they barely could get $7 million for it 10 years later? It's hilarious. Anyway, fortunately, almost all of Erika's major pieces of jewelry were in a massive safe that could not be opened or moved. There were no evidence of any fingerprints in the area that the large safe sits. Erika's jewelry is probably in the 15 million range. Erika wears a set of earrings that I purchased for her many years before. It was the first significant gift I had given her. The cost was approximately $800,000. Those earrings were not in the safe, but rather in a little cup in her dressing room. The thieves took the earrings, 2 of my watches, 2 of her watches, and a bracelet. We replaced the bracelet with which about $13,000. We did not replace the other articles. Although the home is insured, it does not have a jewelry block policy. In other words, there's no coverage for the items that were stolen. Obviously, this was a rather traumatic experience. I went to the same jeweler that procured the stolen earrings. I asked him to try to match them for size, clarity, etc. He did so. He did so. I paid him $750,000. I took the funds from my line of credit at Co-America. I have a $19 million line of credit with the bank. Jewelers signed an affidavit attesting to the replacement of the stolen item. Over the next 3 years, the home was broken into 3 more times. We believe the alarm prevented the thieves from taking any significant articles. They did, however, on 2 occasions smash the windows. Obviously, I did not want Erika to be living in this large home with this type of a threat. We then hired a security firm to protect the house from sundown to sunset. They are off-duty Glendale police officers and LA police officers. The cost is approximately $12,000 a month. We were somewhat disappointed in the Pasadena Police Department's investigation. We then contacted the head of Rampart Division. They protect the area that the law firm is located. Several months ago, there was a break in the case. We received a call from the Orange County Sheriff who wanted to know if there were any break-ins at the law office. I told him no, but my home had been broken into on 4 occasions. They had arrested 2 gang members in the car they were driving was my license plate number from my Aston Martin, which I owned in 2007. I since had purchased a new Aston Martin. The police officer explained that they thought that the thieves had followed my fancy car, etc., up the private road to my home. They explained that the home was a very good target because it looked like it had many fine articles in it and a freeway access was less than a quarter of a mile from the top of the hill. Trial is still pending in Orange County with the 2 defendants. I also employed my own security investigator to look into this. So what's the takeaway? The invoice, the GIA certificates that I shared with you that were linked to the invoice were the replacement earrings post-robbery for Erika Jane Girardi, okay? So those GIA certificates that I showed you should have matched what was turned in to the trustee and later sold. They didn't, as you've seen. So, thus, the earrings are not the earrings. It sounds also from this letter that Erika Jane Girardi knew these earrings very, very well. She wore them a lot. She kept them on the sink. They seem to be like really near and dear to her heart. So I would really wonder how she could make the mistake of getting the wrong earrings. I'm just saying, based on that letter. All right, you guys, I'll leave it with you. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. You never know what you're going to get on my channel.